I was 11 in 1972. I lived in Sacramento, California when I saw a shadow man quite a few times, always while in my bedroom. After we moved away I never saw it again. It didn't have a hat, but it was very clearly defined. It was an absolutely dark figure that I caught with the corner of my eye. Every time that I tried to look directly at it, it pulled back and disappeared unbelievably quick. I was never worried or scared of it, but I have never forgotten it. DB. I saw him, the Hat Man, once when I was around 5 years old, 1970. I was spending the night at my grandparents'. This is the first time my story is going public. I'm 53 years old now. Okay, I always slept with my grandma in her room. My grandpa was in the next room. All of a sudden I see a tall man with a cowboy hat on like in westerns. It was really dark in the room, but the person was darker than the night. It was a tall figure. Remember, I was around 5. It stood next to the bed where my grandma was, and I thought it was my grandpa. These are my exact words I spoke that night. Grandpa, I see you. I see your hat. My grandpa wore a cowboy hat and he was tall, but this man said nothing. He just stood there. Then my grandma said, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "Grandpa, he's right there by you." She said, "There's no one there." I said, "Yes, there is. It's Papa." So she reaches under the bed and grabs the flashlight and turns it on. It's not there anymore. She could not see it. As soon as she turned flashlight off, there it was. Now I'm scared. I grabbed the flashlight and pointed it at the man. It was gone. My grandma took flashlight away from me and said, "Go to sleep." And there he was again. She could not see it. It then slowly, I mean very slowly, started moving. Not walking but moving without taking steps, going around the bed to my side, which was where our heads were, not my feet. The foot of the bed was against the wall. At least 10 or 20 minutes had passed. I couldn't tell the time then, but now that's what I figured, and I put my head under the covers. I was saying, "Grandma, turn the light on. It's coming over to my side." All I could do was put the blanket over my head. I don't know how long I stayed awake that night, but I did fall asleep, and when I woke up, it was almost daylight, still dark, but light enough to see the wallpaper on the wall. I turned to look at Grandma. She's not in the bed. She was cooking breakfast for my grandpa and making his lunch. I was alone and terrified. The door to the kitchen was closed, and then you won't believe what happened. I saw him and saw one with a hoodie on. Ah. There was some celebrity that described this exact being on Celebrity Ghost Stories. It was a woman, but I forgot her name. I will try to find it and, if possible, send you the hyperlink. The reason I remember this story on TV is because I had seen something in my bedroom 2 nights in a row about 2 years ago, 2011. It was very tall, maybe 7 feet tall, and it was standing by the side of my bed, black hooded. I turned over in bed, very much awake, and that's when I saw it. I was terrified. I was too afraid to keep looking, so I looked the other way and reached for the light. When I looked back, it was gone. It did not have a black hat. As I said, it was very tall and had a black hood covering over its entire being body. I could not see a face at all. This was not sleep paralysis, as I could move. I was also wide awake. I have insomnia. JL.
Relax your soul.